Wales lost 12-6 when they played England at Twickenham in this year's Six Nations. Wales and England are poles apart as the teams prepare for next year's World Cup, says Warren Gatland. The Wales coach has led his side to a series win in Argentina and they are now on a 5-match winning run. England have been beaten in their past 5 tests and have already lost their series in South Africa with 1 match to play. The difference between the teams right now in terms of where we are and where they are is poles apart, Gatland said. England boss Jones retains RFU backing. Wales are set to rise from 5th to 3rd in the world rankings on Monday after successive wins over the Pumas, while England will slip from 4th to 6th. World champions New Zealand are top, while Six Nations Grand Slam winners Ireland sit second. New Zealand are still pretty good. There's Ireland and South Africa look like they're coming good, added Gatland. But we're in a good place and we know when we put out our best side. What that is at the moment I'm not sure. We're able to compete with the big boys. November internationals, a sort of World Cup pre-season. Wales were knocked out of the 2015 World Cup by South Africa in the quarter-finals with 15 months until the 2019 World Cup starts. Gatland says everything will now be focused on building towards the competition in Japan. Wales face Scotland, Australia, Tonga and South Africa in Cardiff successive weekends in November, and Gatland said, "We'll be using that as a conditioning campaign. Very much as a sort of World Cup pre-season. We're on track and we've stuck to what we said we were going to do. Everything will be planned for the start of the World Cup. In the past, the more time we've had together, the better we've been." Media playback is not supported on this device. Wales are well placed for 2019 World Cup, says Ellis Jenkins. Gatland is the longest-serving head coach of a Tier 1 nation, having led Wales in 2 World Cups. But he will stand down after next year's tournament. "The last 2 World Cups have shown with the right preparation, we can get a side together who are ready to compete and do well," said the New Zealander. "We should have made a semi-final in 2015. We lost the lead to South Africa with a few minutes to go, and in 2011 we should have reached a World Cup final. We're in the best place we have been in since preceding those last 2 World Cups, and if we don't pick up too many injuries in the next 12 months or so and our planning and preparation goes to plan, then we'll be in a really good place." Pressure on rested Lions. Warren Gatland has warned Dan Biggar that he must perform at new club Northampton if he wants the Wales 10 jersey. Wales have beaten South Africa and Argentina this summer while resting the majority of their British and Irish Lions who toured New Zealand last year. Alan Wynne-Jones, Talu Filitao, Lee Halfpenny, Liam Williams, Dan Biggar and Ken Owens were all given time off but will not be guaranteed Wales starting roles in the autumn internationals. "In the past I've been in selection meetings with the coaches and it's not been looking at who we're going to leave out, it's been who we're going to pick. It's given everyone lots to think about and that's great," said Gatland. "We haven't had a lot of depth and we've spent time just looking for people who can do a job." Flankers Ellis Jenkins and James Davies played a starring role on the Argentina tour to add to Wales' growing back row strengths. Justin Typuric and Filitao were rested, while Josh Navidi and Aaron Schingler are injured, and Lions captain Sam Warburton is set to return after a year out. Gatland joked about a selection dilemma. "Now I hope 4 or 5 of the loose forwards get injured next year because it's going to be one hell of a headache trying to narrow that down into 5 or 6, based on the way the guys have performed here," he said. "It puts the pressure back on the guys who are not here when they get their opportunity."